Where are you right now? You're in California somewhere?
Yeah, I'm in Bishop.
Where is that?
It's like 4 hours north of LA, like on the way to Mammoth, where everyone goes snowboarding.
Got it.
Super
Cool.
small little like hick town.
What's the temperature these days? Is it like desert? Is it what's the vibe
It's
there?
kind of yeah, it's deserty. It's super hot, and right now there's a bunch of fires, so the
Mm,
smoke is out of control.
like Palm Springs desert or not that crazy?
It gets pretty hot. It was
Yeah.
up in the like 90s, hundreds the last couple weeks. It's starting to cool down a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
yeah.
That's cool. I was in Palm Springs last or this week, Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It was like 107. It was so hot.
Oh man. Hopefully you had a pool.
That's all I was doing.
Nice.
Was sitting at the pool. I hadn't,
Nice.
yeah, I needed a couple days like at a hotel.
Very good. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have these little they're called the artesians. There's these little natural cold springs that are like right down the street. So we always just go
Oh,
swimming and jump in there. Little
cold
nature
springs? Hold
time.
on. I don't think I've heard of a cold spring. I've been to a hot spring before. What's
Yeah.
is it just cold water? It's the
Same
same
thing, but
concept.
cold. Yeah.
That's crazy. So it's cold
Uh-huh.
water coming up from the earth instead
Mm-hmm.
of hot water coming up from the earth. Well, I guess most of
Yep.
the water coming up. I don't know, actually. I have to think about this more. Like
I know, right?
Arrowhead, like they're like spring. I guess it would be cold or water. I guess I never thought about it.
I know.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's super
Huh.
cool. Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, that's
Yes.
fun. So I want to talk a little bit about your art right off the bat. Talk to me
Okay.
about are you painting still?
I am.
Yeah. Talk to me about it. Talk
Yes.
to me about because once I started seeing you post your art, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. Because I
Oh,
obviously
thank you.
know you as a singer. And then when I saw your
Right.
art, I was like blown away. And I think you sold a piece like almost like right away, like right
I
after
did. It
posting.
was really crazy because like I've always painted. And I used to have people like growing up because I went to school for art and then I painted a lot, but I never really like took it seriously. It was just a hobby.
Right.
I had people reach out wanting to buy them, but I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get around to it, and just never did. And then once the pandemic hit, I was like, oh, I have all this time to just go
Paint.
back to the things that I love. Yeah. So I
Right.
started painting and posting them. And then yeah, people just kept reaching out and wanting them, which is amazing. So
So
I'm still
cool.
kind of in the progress of trying to get like a website and like get series together to launch them because I never like
Like a
thought about
group of paintings that go together.
right. Right.
Interesting.
Because so far
Okay.
I've been like posting my progress and then I'll post it and then people want them.
Right.
But then I'm like, oh, there's only one. And I don't know about making prints yet or any of that. So I don't know the
Oh,
business side
interesting.
of it.
Right.
So I
Well, I'm
couldn't
sure
keep
you
up
could
with
learn all
what
that
people
on
wanted.
YouTube within like 1 hour.
I know. I just have to sit and like
Just
really
got to do it.
focus. I know. So right now, yeah, I'm working on a minaret series because we have the minaret mountain range up here, which is super
Yeah.
pretty, and everyone is like really familiar with that. So
Cool.
yeah. And then I have in September, there's a salon up here that I get to kind of display them at. So that's pretty cool. So I'm working on that
Oh,
right now.
very nice.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, to post something, especially art of any kind, no matter what it is, and for someone to want to give you money for it is a win on
I
every
know.
level. And it's like that's like every sign I think from the universe saying like go, go,
Right?
go in that
Yeah,
direction.
I
Full speed.
know. It's
Yeah,
so
no, I feel
exciting.
like well, because you also make art that there's art that I feel like people look at and they're like, I could do that. And then there's art that people look at and they're like, whoa, that
Yeah.
is crazy. And I feel like you're one of those artists when you look at the paintings, you're just like, oh wow, that's like I
Aw,
could
thank you.
never even sit and begin to even think about how to start that. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
thanks. And that's what's weird too about the process of it, because I always go in with kind of like an idea, but then once I start going, I just kind of black out, and then I'm like, well, that's not what I intended on, but it's working
It's working.
for some people. Yeah,
Yeah. Are you listening
that's
to
pretty cool.
music while you paint, or like what's the vibe? Is it like
I do
candlelight,
listen to music.
incense? What's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on?
I got my essential oils going. I got candles. I got the whole vibe. And then I just like go into this zone and just kind of meditate and like
Let it flow
really
through
just
you.
yeah, it just flows,
You
which
have
is
a
super
game
cool.
plan going into it ever, or you just riff?
Kind of like kind of found my little niche of like the mountain and then just like weird, crazy abstract backgrounds, and then the gold
Right.
leaf like sun. I kind of have that idea and like layout, but then as far as colors and stuff, I do get a lot of inspiration. Like the sunsets up here are amazing.
For
So I'll go
sure.
outside and kind of like be like, oh, that works. So I'll grab those colors and then just kind of go for it. So very inspired by nature.
You ever take a picture of something and then try and recreate it?
Not really.
It's not your vibe.
Should. Yeah.
You should. You're like, yeah, actually.
Probably be easier to reference, you know? I like to make it hard on myself.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because
Yeah.
I see guys all the time, guys and girls all over, especially kind of around here in WeHo, depending on certain times of the year when the flowers are blooming, like people will just post up and just start painting. Like it doesn't matter. Like it could be like the side of a random like condo building, you know, but like you'll see like just some guy straight up there, like full on like canvas, looking at the flower and like doing the sketch, which I always find so crazy because I can't even do a stick figure that doesn't look like a 4-year-old did it, you know. Like literally, like I could do the 3D box that I learned because it's just 2 boxes and you connect the lines.
Right.
That's the only like,
but like the shading and all that.
Shading, oh my god, don't even talk to me about shading. No. Coloring maybe, but shading,
like stay in the lines. I know. I took a drawing class in college, and it's difficult. It's really hard.
It looks great. I mean, then take it to the next level, like tattooing, like doing that on someone's body.
Right, and it's like a 3D thing, and then you can't really erase.
No, it's
I have so much respect for them,
because that's like I'm saying I can't even draw a stick figure. Like that's the ultimate level of drawing. I feel like in some like, or at least the ultimate level of confidence in your drawing, maybe something like, because if you feel confident enough that you could put that permanently on someone else's body, I don't know. You must be at a decent place with your skills.
Yeah.
I feel like
I would hope so.
Yeah, or at least I would hope so. Yeah. That'd be a funny like SNL sketch, like the insecure tattoo artist or something.
Right.
Oh god, oh god.
My roommate actually, she just got a tattoo gun for her birthday.
Oh my god.
I know. She's like practicing on like banana peels and like you know, it's like, oh man.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even think about that. That's how you would practice a banana peel?
Yeah. Banana peels and like oranges, I think. At least that's what she's doing. I'm not really sure.
Those poor bananas. I hope they get eaten first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, that's
absolutely
crazy. So okay, when you're creating your art, well, I have a bunch of questions. Well, one, what is the music playing in the background? Is it like spa yoga music, or do we have like some 90s jams playing, hip hop? What's going on?
I do love 90s. I grew up on like Fiona Apple, Jewel, Alanis. Those were my like those were my first like 3 CDs that I got for Christmas one year, and I was so pumped.
What were they? Fiona Apple, Jewel, and what was
Fiona Apple, Criminal, Jewel, was it Pieces of Me, and then Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah, Jagged Little Pill has got to be in there.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I listen to a lot of like singer-songwriter, like that sad stuff that really makes you, you know, really hits you in the soul.
That's so I feel like if I were a painter or an artist of some kind, I'd be listening to like hype music, you know, like some like, I don't know, like gym, whatever I'd be listening to in the gym
to like work out, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't listen to like dance music, like EDC dance music or electronic dance music or anything like that. No, I'll listen to just hype upbeat music maybe, or just hip hop that I feel is more upbeat. But yeah, that's interesting. I listen to sad music while I paint sunsets.
I do. I know, it's so bizarre, because then I'm like Bob Ross is like my idol, but he's like happy-go-lucky dude, and I'm like wah sad. I don't know. But it makes me happy, so it's a little ironic.
It's sad, but it makes me happy. That's quite, that's got to be
interesting.
No, that's got to be a painting of yours. Just write that in some dripping paint of some kind.
That's
sad, but it makes me happy, you know, or whatever.
It's sad, but it makes me happy.
It's sad, but it makes me happy. I love
That'll be my next series.
Yeah, that's genius. That is genius. I love it. I can't wait to see that print somewhere.
Yeah, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah, please send me a copy. I'll put it up.
I will.
That's so awesome. So okay, walk me through what you're using to paint, because I know there's like a million different, well, even
Mhm.
just down to the canvas. So how does that work? What is it, a piece of paper? Is it actual canvas? Is it on wood? Is wood only on the TV shows? Like, where does that all come into everything?
It's on canvas. I used to stretch them myself when I was in college and had all those materials, but now I
Mhm.
just order them.
Are they
So
on the
yeah,
wood already?
yes. So
Okay,
they're
got
already
it.
framed and all that. So that's a lot of work to I don't have to do. And then
Okay.
I have mine up on an easel too.
Right,
So it's
right.
like supported, and then it's basically just my hand. I also use palette knives a lot to just get that like scraping and like mixing of the different colors. I know I
Got
need
it.
to make like a little video tutorial. That was something
Yeah, you
too
should do
that a
that.
lot of
YouTube.
people reached out and they're like, how do you even do this?
I'm sure there are people on YouTube that do this with millions of views and subscribers. I'm sure there's people that don't even paint anymore. They just make YouTube videos about
Right?
painting,
Yeah, I'm
comparing
all
different
about that passive
brushes.
income.
Oh my, are you, well, it's
That'd be
passive.
awesome.
I mean, you got to make the videos and edit them and produce them
Right,
and be
right.
your own writer, director, DP, every,
For sure.
publicist, everything. But if
Yeah,
you could get a million views off comparing this brush versus this brush, and you can get 10 grand put in your bank account all of a sudden for a month, you're like, oh, excuse me. YouTube,
exactly.
hello.
Yeah.
You should dive into that a little bit. I bet you there's some serious channel, because every niche there's like
Mm-hmm.
crazy stuff, even stuff you like,
Definitely.
niches within niches, you know what I mean? Like you'll
Right,
find channel with like a million subscribers, even if
right,
it's $10, they want to know if this paint is better than that paint. Should I say it's $10 better than 12 or 15 or 100? You
right.
know, like
Mm-hmm.
people like want to make more informed buying decisions, because I guess we go into
For
stores
sure.
less these days.
Yeah,
We go in and
definitely.
we talk to salesmen. Remember back in the day, you'd like go into like a
So
Radio
crazy.
Shack and like
Right?
talk to somebody and be like, "So what's up
Yeah,
with this stereo?" And that's like,
right,
or your dad or whoever would, you know.
right. I
Now it's
know.
like, no, you'd
Now
watch
it's
20
like,
YouTube
nope.
videos and then order it on
Yeah.
Amazon.
And you walk in, you get it, or you order it. Yep.
Yeah, which is nuts. So talk to me about music, because I mean, how, because again, I know you as a singer, so, and you went to art school, so were you always playing music as a kid? Like, what did one come before the other? Do you remember like painting and then picking up the guitar, or were you always like playing music and then painting came later? Like, do you
They
remember in
both
order?
kind of, I remember like as a young kid being like art and like just drawing in like kindergarten and first grade. The teachers would always have something to say about my art and it would always get like shared with the class and all that,
Oh wow.
which is nice. So I remember that coming super naturally early on, and then just kind of humming and singing along like in the car and stuff, and like the adults would be like, oh, that's actually pretty good.
Right,
And then my
right.
mom actually took me to like a little audition, because I would always as a kid I'd like make my parents sit down and watch me make up plays on the spot, and like I don't know, I was very creative and just like had
For
all
sure.
this confidence, and then somewhere along the way you grow up and you kind of lose it a little bit. So now I'm at that stage where I'm just like, let's dive back into that inner child and like, let's go, let's do it. But they both kind of just like, it just kind of came naturally, I guess. And I just never really put enough emphasis on like either craft to like
Right.
really go into it. So yeah, I don't really know. They just kind of both have
Well,
just
being
been in me.
naturally good at both is definitely an advantage, because unlike you, I cannot draw, like I've said, and singing is one of those things that I wish I could do. And every now and again, somebody will be like, "Oh no, you could sing, you're not bad."
You
And
can
I'm like,
carry a tune.
that'll give
Yeah.
me hope for like 7 more years. Like,
Right.
there's one day maybe I could be in a boy band, you know?
Yes.
There's still hope for me.
I'd pay to go see that. There is hope
Oh,
for you.
there is hope for me.
Mhm.
Some super group that I'll put together one day.
There you go.
But where, because you've been making music for years now. So one, tell us where we could find your music that exists already. Is it on iTunes? Is it on YouTube?
I do have, well, yeah. So I've been writing a lot, but I haven't had any, I haven't really produced a lot of my own music. It's a lot of just covers and stuff right now, because I'm still in
Cool.
that like
I love covers.
experimental, like finding that confidence, you know? So I do have a YouTube channel, just Jordan Smalley. And then Instagram is mainly where I post a lot of stuff.
You're posting on your
Jordan.ray.
YouTube? Hold on, you're gonna say your Instagram one more time, and I'm gonna leave the links down below. But are
Okay.
you posting on your YouTube? What are you
It's
posting?
been a while. So since after the pandemic, since I've moved, I haven't really found my musical people up here yet. So I'm
Okay.
still working on that. I did actually meet this band and we were starting to have rehearsals. So I started doing like live little shows up here because we have a lot of art shows and
Oh,
just like bar
nice.
gigs and stuff like that. But then I got COVID.
Oh no.
So I was like down for a while.
Yeah.
So and then everything's kind of like resurfacing again and probably going to close. So we'll see. But I was doing some rehearsals with the live band, which would be my first time like singing in public.
Yep.
So yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome. So that you're posting music on your YouTube?
Yeah, but it's been a while because I haven't found
Well, you're gonna start
my
posting
group.
art on there. So we're gonna talk about it
Yes.
after.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes, yes. Yes. So
So
right
okay,
now it's just covers that I've done that are like probably a year old now at this point.
got
A
it.
couple of years. Yeah.
So the best place to keep up with you is on Instagram. What was the name again before I cut you off? Sorry.
Yeah. So Jordan, JORDAN.ray, RAE.artistry.
I love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, well, you already told me your first albums. That's usually what I ask everybody is their first album because I'm so intrigued. Mine was The Simpsons. Yeah, they had this crazy like blues album one year, and I just remember like needing it because like the part rap
Right.
was on it or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but so were those actually your first album? The Fiona, Alanis, and
Jewel.
Jewel. Those are your
Yeah.
first one. You kind of look like Jewel. People tell you that.
Do it?
Yeah,
No, never heard
at
that.
least
Oh,
in
cool.
my mind, my memory of Jewel, I'm getting the Jewel vibe from you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, Jewel's wonderful. What's she up to? Is she still around?
I think so. I think she's kind of laying low, but yeah, I don't know the last like thing she came out with. It has been a while.
I should check. Sorry, Jewel, if you happen to be
Oh no,
listening
sorry,
to this and you
Jewel.
happen
I
to
still love
out with
you.
something like last
Still
week.
love
She's like,
you, but it's
"Check, my new album dropped a week ago.
like,
I need a new
sorry.
publicist."
Right?
Do you remember the first concert you ever went to?
Yeah.
What is it? Spice Girls?
It was NSYNC.
Oh, that's amazing. It's okay. Mine was the Backstreet Boys or
Okay, cool.
No, well, no, it was
Yeah.
that was my first concert as a teen, but I went to the Rolling Stones earlier. But yeah,
Oh,
NSYNC,
nice.
that's amazing. What
Oh
do
yeah.
you remember what album it was for?
I think it was their like first one. I don't even
that's
know.
The best. That would be the best. 'Cause that
Or
was
no,
probably
maybe it was the
Was it big budget or low budget? That'll tell us more. Like
I
were
think
they
it
in
was
like boxes with like the no strings attached bogusness and like because they had a
no.
big stage show at one point when they blew.
Yeah,
Really blew up.
no. So it was like the first one.
Oh, that's the
I
best.
think I was probably like 12, maybe. I don't even know.
Yeah,
But I
no.
just remember, yeah,
I was
Justin
12
did like
too at
this
best.
little solo, and I was like, oh, yes.
With his curly
Amazing.
blonde hair, for sure.
Yeah, his little top of ramen head. Yep.
It's a dream. I remember I bought there was a shampoo in the 90s that claimed that if you used it, it would curl your hair. And maybe if you were like a woman with longer hair, it would like wave it out a
Right.
bit. But I thought for whatever reason, I would wash my hair once and I'd be like Justin Timberlake hair.
Right. I have like full on perm. Yeah.
Full on, but no, nothing happened, obviously. And what was hilarious is that my dad had naturally curly hair like that. And he's like, I spent my whole childhood trying to get it straight.
Trying to get straight. I know. It's so funny. Everyone always wants the like opposite of what they have.
Yeah. That curly. I remember that shampoo so random. Do you remember
The things that stick?
Yeah, so weird. Like sun in, like trying to dye
Right,
hair
yeah.
blonde with that stuff.
For sure.
God, all that silliness. Do you remember your first like band you were in when you were a kid? Were you in a high school band called like, the
Oh
Lockers?
no. I did have like a Britney Spears obsession.
Really?
Yeah. My
I
whole
get that.
room was covered in her. It was a lot. It was a lot.
I dated a girl for 8 years and she had no middle name and she gave herself the middle name Brittany because she loved Brittany so much.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah, I think she still wears a necklace with a B on it. Like she just
Really?
loves she loves Brittany.
She's trying to save her now. Free Britney.
Yeah, exactly. Oh
Hmm.
man, have you done a Britney cover?
No, I want to do Toxic and make it a little bit more like
Mm, I could see.
soulful.
Yeah, I could see a little cabaret toxic, or like a
Hmm.
jazz bar kind of toxic.
Hmm.
I didn't mean to say
There's this
cabaret.
one girl, Melanie Martinez. She was on The Voice a few years ago, but she did
Mm-hmm.
a really cool version of that. And ever since I heard that, I was like, oh, why am I not taking like those songs, like those 90s
Of
songs and
course.
making them like acoustic and,
Oh yeah, all
so
that.
that's kind of where the direction I want to kind of go.
Do you remember the first like wow song you ever heard? And I say that in the sense of like, because a lot of songs you hear and you have to hear it like 2 or 3 times before you're like, oh wow, this is amazing. But
Right.
specific reference for me, I the first time I heard Mo Money Mo Problems, I had never heard the original Diana Ross version. I had never heard that beat, nothing. And just when
Hmm.
that song came on and it was so bright and happy and about money, and I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
You have a moment where you remember hearing a song and you're just like, what is this? And
Yeah.
it could
I
be Call
think
Me
it
Maybe. It's
was, right. I know.
okay.
I keep like the first thing that popped up was Jewel Pieces of Me.
Oh yeah,
Or
interesting.
no, the You Were Meant for Me.
Hmm.
Sorry.
I felt like I
Um
knew what you meant.
yes, yes. And then I also like Sia's Breathe Me really
Okay.
like hit somewhere. And I was just like, oh, this is just beautiful.
Hmm.
Um
Interesting.
yeah, again with all the sad songs.
Right.
Like, I'm a sucker for the sad songs.
It's sad, but it makes me happy. Right? That's what it is.
Correct. Yeah.
You got to put that
Yeah.
on your banner of
You
your
feel
YouTube or
heard.
something.
Yeah. Right.
And
It's sad, but it makes me happy.
sad. I love it. I love it.
Ah!
What are you listening to these days?
What am I listening to? I really love Louis Capaldi right now.
Hmm.
Again with the sad shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always just kind of put on like Spotify and let it do its thing. So whatever
Like
comes up.
literally, you just open
Yeah.
Spotify and when you just press play.
Yeah. Well, I have like a Louis Capaldi radio or whatever. And then I really love Tate McRae right now.
Okay.
She's like just up and coming and she's
Yeah.
amazing. Lennon Stella. I love her voice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Julia Michaels.
Cool. And you're listening
Yeah.
to everything on Spotify?
Yeah, right now.
Very cool. Very cool. I have to
Good
get back
too.
on it. I was on it for a bit and I enjoyed it, but once I started using YouTube Premium, I just like made my own
Yeah.
playlist and didn't
Okay.
really think about it too much. But everyone says that the genius function in Spotify is really good. Like the suggestions it starts to give
Yeah.
you once it knows
Yeah.
you
Right.
is pretty good. So
Yeah.
I want to get back on that. But that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all this stuff with me. I
Yeah.
know I get so excited sometimes when I like dive into something new, you know what I mean? Like and like art
Right.
and painting, especially something I'm into but can't do. Like
Yeah.
art and painting. Like I really love art, but and I think I love it more because I can't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like on any
Yeah.
level whatsoever. Like,
I bet you could. We'll have a little painting session when
yeah,
I come down there.
teach me how to shade
See.
or something. I don't know. So,
Yeah.
plane, paper plane, or I don't know, something.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Tell everybody again where they could find you, where they could see your art, all that good stuff.
So my art page on Instagram is jordan.ray.artistry. That's kind of my main thing right now because I'm just getting started with it all. So, and then yeah, Jordan Smalley at YouTube, I guess.
Cool. I will
Yeah.
leave links down below if you guys are watching
Okay.
this later
Yeah, I'll
on
send them to
YouTube.
you.
Yeah, send me links and any future links. I will try and keep this video updated as
Awesome.
Jordan gets her website up, so that will be cool too. It'll probably be her name, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
I
we'll
think
get
so.
on that. We'll get on
Yeah.
that. But thanks again so much. I
Yes.
really appreciate you calling in. And yeah, next time you're in LA, we're moving to a studio soon. So next time you're in LA,
Oh,
you'll
cool.
definitely have to come into the
Oh, I'd
studio
love
and
that.
do a live show with me. That'll be great.
Sweet.
Yeah, and you
Absolutely.
can bring in some art. We'll put it all around.
Okay. Ooh, thank
Yeah,
you.
that'll be
Yeah, thank you
amazing.
so much for having me. You
Of
gave me all the
course.
feels today, and I'm feeling motivated, and I'm gonna just go get rich now. So
Yeah, it's
thank
out
you.
there. It's out there. Well, what's funny, I'm gonna say this one last random thing because I just love it. Santana said to somebody in an interview, like he's like, "Do you have any like advice for upcoming musicians or whatever?" And he's like, just do your thing. He's like, luckily you don't have to think about anything else. Like you don't have to invent the radio, you don't have to invent
Right.
the computer, a guitar, like the microphone, like everything is done. There's
That's true.
publicists, there's record companies, there's like everything is done for you already. You just have to
Right.
do you and show up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And like
Right.
everything else will just come underneath you and help raise you up. But he's like, that's his thing. He's like, so many people, I guess, just get bogged down and like
Yeah.
just, that failure to
That
launch. And he's
block.
that
Yeah.
block, and like just the
Yeah.
way he said it, he's like, everything's already done for you. You just have to
Right.
show up,
Just show up
Again,
for
even with
sure.
YouTube, it's like we don't even have to invent YouTube. It's there. We just have to
Right.
show up on it and like,
Yeah.
well, show up on it doing something good, but
True.
or doing something that people find interesting. But you know what I
Yeah.
mean. It doesn't have to be good
Hmm.
anymore. I don't know what good means. You know what I mean. But
I keep I'm picking.
anyways, you were wonderful.
You're
Definitely let me
amazing.
know when you're in LA and
I
you'll
will
come
for
do a
sure.
live show with us. That'll be awesome.
Cool. Yay. Thank
Amazing.
you so much for having me.
Of course, thank you. Have a great rest of the day and we will
All
talk
right.
soon.
Sounds good.
Take care.
Bye, Sean.
Bye bye.